The OGs. ERAS. What's this? What's this? ERAS. Oh, Dawn. I'm up in Dawn now. Look at Dawn. What am I down in? Oh, this stock is killing me. This is one of my worst trades. Dawn. Shit. It's freaking flying. This stock has been taking calls, holding my losers. What happened to this thing? SGHC, calls, March, April, June. This thing was holding up beautifully. The bottom fell out of it, and I have a lot of it breaking the 200-day. I have some with it. What do you want me to do? Okay, you know what, guys? Listen, let's talk personally. You guys in the room, everybody here, let's go into the room. Okay, there's always another trade. Jose hanging in there, coach leading by example. Again, not to be redundant. Mike Green, a regular, no G, asking the right questions too about that USD JPY trade, not placating either. All of everybody, as you can see, I left. We had like 300 members. Now we have 400. Spanish stream going to get better. Believe me, I'm lean and meaner. But you know what? Look at this thing. I had the flu. Man. I was in the hospital for 2 days. I aged. Okay, I got a thick skin. I'm young. I had this freaking person come into my house with an IV drip after I got out. I was banged up. Nutella popping. Dawn. This stock is in the fund, acting very well. J Norm, you there? Let's talk business. EBS, adding to the fund as we speak. EBS at the JP Morgan conference upcoming. What we will do is we will add to it. EBS. I'm long 76,000. We'll buy another. Break this freaking thing higher. EBS Daily, acting very good. NBY. WV. NBY. Wow, J-Norm, nice job, man. Wow, nice job. Ooh. That just broke the week. Nice job, Jane. Elon, I jinxed it. Actually, no, I'm not superstitious. Why is this pulling back? It was breaking out, breaking out on volume. Everything you wanted. Now it's pulling back on decent volume. I don't know. There's a lot to talk about. But you know what? Getting back to business. It's my job. What's taking calls? Okay? Forget about it. What's taking calls? Credit spreads, best. Okay? VIX, dead most of the day. Let your winners go. Sell your losers. USUA. Okay, let's go. This looks good. Okay, I said before, don't be surprised if the mags take a little bit of a front seat again as MU and all these memory stocks come down. Okay, let's look at Amazon. Stock taking calls, CRML. CSGP taking calls. Don't like it. Copper. poking around Tem, huh? All right, I get it. They're poking around Tem. You look at Tem. What else do you look at? You look at Sim. Oh, there it is. RVMD. Take over. BIOS. RVMD was 80, printed 102. XBI in play. That's why Dawn is going. That's why NBY. What a nice call. Apple. You know what? Love it. Love it. So beautiful. You know, this is bullish. I don't know. Apple doesn't lead the market. This is bullish. Apple's a big freaking dividend bank. That's all it is. No one wants dividends. They got Fizzler today, huh? They got the best of breed. They got the best of breed in one day. That looks like what's SGHC? Oh man, what am I going to do? You know what? I'm averaging down in this thing. It's a hurt. I started my first average down at 1155. What is going on here? The weekly? Do a gap? I'll sell it. This is 2000. My new religion. OLPX taking calls cheapies. That's like a healthcare type of cheeser. MSTR was taking calls in the morning, stalled. CRML names all day. CRML. This one's coming up consistently. Fourth day up. This stock acting well calls. JMIA acting well calls. Pure JMIA. Yes, it's a little bit of, the market's it's a little herky jerky. There's the weekly. You know what I mean? This is the stock you want to own it. Don't trade it. You know what I mean? But they're buying it. The boys are telling me to get in Lunar. Here, you got to write it down. Lunar. The boys, trust me. RDW. CNC calls. Marna volume. Marna volume. You want to be short Marna? Marna volume. Sexy. Risk to reward worth it. Do you buy 10,000 here and walk away? No, you got to work this trade. Myrna, pure. MRNA. Written down. VSTM. Volume pop. Baby bios. BBBIO. Every big daddy I know has this stock. Myrna. 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 Reddit. Reddit. Everybody's chasing Reddit. They don't care where they don't care what they pay. They don't care what they pay. They're in it. It's all right. I was banged up. Ooh, man. Believe me, I'm 100 in my, Jay Norm, always with the health. Thank you, guys. Thank you, too. Where's Jay Norm? Coke until next year. I'm not going to talk out of Coca-Cola. You know what I think about it? As soon as I see Lewis, thank you, Lewis, also holding down the fort, one of TradeView's biggest equity brokers. And by the way, a hell of a trader after a decade of working close with me. Bravo. 3 weeks to get better, right, Jay Norm? I'm 53 years old and I got good genes. My father was an athlete. I don't really drink and take drugs anymore. I'm going to take a bong in here and there, you know what I'm saying? But generally pretty balanced. I aged. This aged me. It changed. How about this? It changed me. I never even had COVID. I'm one of the few people that never had that people know that never got COVID. I never got COVID. I had this. Look at this. What is this? This is what I was getting every day. Right here. Here's the IV. This is what I was getting. I got it 5 days in a row. Little one was coming to my house, spent 400 a day for 250, and then she came. All this kind of, you know what? Somebody told I in the back of my mind are those shippers. It always reverberates back to trading. By the way, God will, you know what I mean? Nobody really wants to hear about everybody's health problems. That's what I learned the older I get and the longer it happens. But thanks for hanging in there and all good. Fro. Shippers. What is the best shipper? STNG. But then you can go DSX. Then you can go GNK. You know what? You want to know a stock that could work? Genco Shipping. This has it in it. Player, you there? This has it in it. It's a, I did. It changed me. This recent sickness changed me. Changed me. Myrna. By the way, NDY. I mean, really, what a great, wonderful trade. Oh, Jane, dude, what are you going to do with this? Jane, seriously. Talk me into this trade. Well, what are you doing with it? What a move. It looked good too from the moment. That's why, you know what? I can't really fault people for not doing what I do, even if it's pure 5 star. This, we all knew it was going up. But what, you know what I mean? Unless it's your trading, you get into it, but well done. I hope it goes to 20. And you know what? I'm going to give it the ultimate compliment. I wouldn't short it. That's the ultimate compliment from a guy that's got a Myrna. I'm not going to say it, that the risk might be worth the reward on this one. And Lewis, going back to what you were saying about Coca-Cola, Riven, it is a good chart. It is a good chart. You know what? I'm actually starting to see a lot of lucids. This is the one, Lewis. Talking about Coca-Cola. Lewis is good at cyclicals. He's old school. You know what one they want? You got it. You can guess it. It's in the same church, different pew. And it's been taking calls. CELH. That's the one. Jane Norm, are you going to, do you take some off? Are you, yeah. Are you going to, yeah. It's doing it. You're probably sized correctly. If I had 40,000, you're sized correctly. SMX. This stock. What is with this thing? AXTI? I like the symbol. Anything that begins with an X, an A, and an X, like Armani Exchange, AXTI. All right. There's the weekly RSI in the 90s. I'm not doing any. Oh, by the way, I'll write it down, not because it's pure, because it's there. I'm not sure if I'm going to officially declare it a rule, but I had a decent year last year, and I'm going to tell you why. Oh, AXTI. You notice I'm not trading the cheapies anymore, under $4. Now, somehow, we all know, I got out A&F. Somehow short, I got out of Sim. When it looked like it was going 100. I will no longer short a stock ever if it's above the 200-day. Now, is that the broad range kind of? But you know what I mean? Once this did this here, it might have, ANF could have gone down to 60. No problem. Usually the 50-day is above the 200-day. That's why I made it the 200-day. I'm trying to save myself even further. AEO. Yeah, okay. Okay, for those that are maybe for the newer time in the room, this discussion here on the right is emblematic of what TradeGateHub is about. Okay, there's always another trade, so let's get that. Okay, you're never going to be short of ideas, especially solid ones, for lack of a better term. Solid ones, what is that, Mike V? Volume, range, price action means how relative, okay? Options and volume. And here they are right there. NBY, AXTI, RDW. I'll even give Lewis the benefit of the doubt that he has a knack of picking the absolute worst consumer staple out there. I'm adding to this fucker today. You like money? This is the one. As a matter of fact, how did this not work? EVLV. How did this? J Norm. That's why it didn't work. Clorox. Okay, it's not a barn burner. As you can look at this, the universe. The VIX. Actually, the VIX making a little bit of a mover here. Chris, Dawn. Look at the Dawn. The Dawn frog. What was I doing? Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm doing. Here it is right here. Clorox. How much do I have? 4,000. You know what? I'll buy 600 more Clorox in the fund. Where's Procter? Wow, look at Procter Kramer. Look at Procter. What a shame. You know what? You Procter & Gamble, Apple computer. Same freaking thing. Look at Procter. Kramer's really heavy in this thing. This stock's taking calls. Right here. Buying more Medtronic in the fund. MDT. I'll buy 400 Medtronic in the fund. Elon. F you. MSOS. By the way, end of January is when this comes out. By the way, you want to talk about something that actually has a risk to reward, whatever you want to call it? Has okay, I understand it's come back from 7 to 460, MSOS. Noted. Okay, it's not fun when you had to break out and, it held the gap. It's still above the 2 key moving averages. You have the short term, even the 10-day starting to scroll up a little bit. That previous gap, what's that low right there? That low is 470. It's done worse. That could be proper. CELH, another one. UPS is acting well in the fund. Ugh. This one, EBS. This is my yeah. 5,000 EBS at the market. Lewis, you gonna buy some Coca-Cola? Buy Procter & Gamble instead. Okay. Jane Law. CLH. CLH is taking a lot of calls. A lot of calls. And Clorox, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. This could turn down and break lower tomorrow, or break down that trend, just like a Procter. It could tomorrow. You know what I mean? Or maybe it could be tomorrow. I'm aware the plan, but I'm okay with that. Let's go back to what really counts, and that's because trading's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Our YouTube channel. Coach. Just look at Coach. You want to talk about leading by example. Numbers don't lie. 1,300 views, 700 views, 1,000 views, 1,000 views. Quality on top of quantity. Coach, well done. Everybody hung up on me. Clorox has 5. Clorox has $5 in. Am I in it to buy $102 stock? The mid-tell is 107? No. But this goes to 110. Okay, let's leave off here because I'm going to be in the close. Power Hour program selling in industrials, Bitcoins, and semis. Coaches, I'm you. All right, I'll leave it there, everybody. NBY, Jane Law, look it up right on my list, the generic list. Take it from one of the best futures traders out there, period. Today was clean, area levels. It's a frame of reference, a high frame of reference. Draw your lines on the ES on the futures. You'll know them instead of drawing arrows all day long. Okay, cheers. Okay. Gonna have a great 2026. There's a lot more to come. I'm even gonna be offering cash freaking prizes. And I'm gonna take on a partner. Okay. I'll do better tomorrow. Mike V. Thank you to Jose, Coach, Tradeview Markets for